Meet Dan. Years ago, Dan started a landscape company. He worked day and night. Dan put everything he had into the business. And it began to grow and grow and grow. As his business grew, Dan had to take on many more responsibilities. The more he took on, the less time he had. The less time he had, the more problems arose. Dan hired people and fired people. He put the wrong people in the right positions and put the right people in the wrong positions. He put the right people in the right positions but couldn't unlock their true potential. Dan's potential was high. His productivity was not. His profits were not. Dan didn't want to just survive. Dan wanted to win. He needed a change. That's where we came in. Landscape Management Network. Proven turnkey solutions for the landscape contractor. All for the cost of your monthly cable bill. Dan ran his business from the hip. His accountant just gave him the numbers, but Dan needed business intelligence that would help him get profitable. So Dan stopped hoping for profit and built a plan to make it happen. LMN's online budget tool taught Dan to build a budget he could actually use. And he made decisions with the numbers and not instincts. Dan stopped wishing for a better future. He invented it. Using his budget, Dan built a pricing system. Using LMN's estimating tool, Dan saved time, he covered his costs, he priced jobs for profit. Dan looked back. When he was on the job, he didn't need systems. Dan was there to manage everything. But Dan couldn't be everywhere anymore. When Dan was tied down, so was his business. Dan needed help. His company lacked systems. Everyone depended on Dan. Dan implemented LMN systems to help him manage his business. With LMN's online training, Dan's people quickly learned to use and apply the systems. Today, sky's the limit for Dan's landscaping business. With LMN, plan for profit. Use your budget, recover overhead, get profitable. Price for profit. Know your costs. Know your company. Know your profit. Use the systems library. 600 proven turnkey systems for contractors. Delegate responsibility. Keep your team on the same page. Online training, anytime, anywhere you have the internet. Over 80 courses, no limits, no additional fees. Don't compete on price. Build a better business. LMN, the ultimate business management tool for contractors.